Formula One and Mario Kart, two things that I enjoy watching and playing, but what if they combined? What if 48 racers from Mario Kart World combined into 12 teams, raced in 8 Grand Prix and 2 sprints, and eventually crowned constructors and a drivers champion? Well, that's what I'm going to see in a new series that I'm calling Formula M. So this episode is going to be the introduction or the media day for the first season. We'll be introducing the teams, the Grand Prix and sprint locations in the game, rules, and point system. To start off easy, the point system is just going to be the same as Formula 1. First place gets 25 points, second gets 18, and so on. For the sprint races, it's also just going to be the same. Top 8 gets points, going 8, 7, 6, etc. For the Grand Prix locations, I'm just going to do the 8 knockout tour rallies because that's what the main format for the seasons is going to be. And for the sprint locations, I chose Mario Bros. Circuit and Wario Stadium, which both are going to change with future seasons to kind of keep things new and fresh. The way Formula M is going to work is by knockout tour. I don't have 48 friends, nor do I want to control that potential qualifying or figure out how that qualifying is going to work. So I'm going to be leaving it up to computers. This entire series is going to be run by computers, so I won't have any input on what happens. I'll be using the character Charging Chuck as he was the 49th character and the outlier. So I'm just going to be using him and simply getting dead last every single rally out in the first sector, not using any items, and I'm going to be commentating the rest of the race. So I'm editing the Formula M video, as you can see, and did some digging. Turns out, not the brightest. You can't get last and spectate regular knockout rally races with computers like you can with online. I don't know why I thought that, but you can't. So I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. I'm gonna actually race, and I'm going to commentate as I'm racing, but I'm going to try to not affect the race as much as possible. Like, I'll use, like, mushrooms and stuff to get ahead to make sure I actually make it through the whole race. But, like, I'm not going to try to hit people with green shells. I'm going to throw my red shells backwards. I'm going to try to be a innocent spectator. And then just take myself out and move everyone up who's below me, basically. It's a little scuffed, but it's the best way I can do it. But still should be fun. Enjoy the rest of the video. If you're worried about each character having like multiple costumes, like Mario for example, Mario has 10 different costumes. If you're worried about that giving a certain team or driver a little bit of an advantage, I got that covered. So just stay tuned. At the end of each season, all 12 teams are going to be rolling a dice to determine which one of the drivers is going to become a free agent. This is just to keep things interesting so the teams aren't the exact same and there's more variety that goes around. The dice number corresponds with whatever placement that driver gets within their team. For example, if Mario, Luigi, and Peach were all on the same team, whoever scored the most points that season will be number 1, second will be number 2, third will be 3, 4, 3, 4. If the dice rolls a 5 or a 6, it will be a reroll. Then, once all the free agents have been selected, teams will choose out of the free agent pool on who will replace the missing slot in order of final standings, worst to best. The way each team got their initial roster is by adding all the different costumes and possible races together. So that includes Mario's 10 costumes, Luigi's 9, as well as the 24 non-costume characters like Dry Bones, Cheep, and all those guys. That big number, all the costumes, all the drivers, gets to 151. 151 divided by the 12 teams is in between 12 and 13. So, some of the teams will have 12 possible chances, and some will have 13 chances to be selected for a race. Again, this is the initial roster. When free agents happen, it's going to change. Some teams are going to have a lot more chances. I wanted it that way because in F1, some teams have more money, so they're going to have better teams and a better chance at winning. I wanted to kind of replicate that by just giving teams more chances to be in a race. No teams will have more than 4 drivers, though. That's staying the same. They just have more chances at getting in the race. And with that, here are the teams. The Red Shell Racers will have Mario, Hammerbro, Pianta, and Cow, with a total of 13 chances. Galaxy's Oil will have Luigi, Pauline, Goomba, and Wiggler, with also 13 chances. The Mushroom Pistons will have Peach, DK, Sidestepper, and Swoop with 13 chances. The Spiny 8 autos will have Daisy, Birdo, Dolphin, and Pokey for 12 chances. The Green Show Speeders will have Yoshi, Nabbit, Cataquack, and Stingbee for 12. Change Up RC will have Bowser, Shy Guy, King Boo, and Snowman for 13. Wing Racing will have Bowser Jr., Toad, Lakitu, and Fishbone for 13. Luna's MX will have Toadette, Baby Peach, Peppa, I don't actually know how to say that one, and Parabitty for 12. Bill's Bullets will have Wario, Baby Luigi, Rocky Wrench, and Corn Copper for 13. Eggs Rollers will have Koopa Troopa, Baby Mario, Dry Bones, and Piranha Plant for 12. Blue Shell Bullets will have Rosalina, Waluigi, Spike, and Monty Mole for 13. In Fire Flower Frenzy will have Baby Daisy, Baby Rosalina, Cheep Cheep, and Penguin for 12. And those are the teams. Comment what team you're going to be cheering for. Each episode is going to have one rally plus updated standings. At the end of the season, I'll do another video like this, like kind of like the off season, where I'll show what free agents going to what team and all that stuff. As well as awards. I'm probably going to make some awards just to keep it a little more fun. The sprints are going to be a little special. They're going to be on the same episode as rallies 3 and 7, so you get a little bit of a bonus there. Each episode will come out either Saturday or Sunday each weekend. So this weekend will be the introduction. That's coming hopefully Sunday, as everything goes well. And then next Saturday or Sunday is when the first episode's going to come out and go so forth from there. I hope you guys are excited, just as I am. Worked very hard to make these teams as even as possible. It was pretty hard, I'm not going to lie. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week for the first episode. Goodbye.